There it is.
One silver dollar is just gonna like come down.
Heathers.
Heathers, Heathers, Heathers,
where are you, Heathers? Let's get down and play with some Heathers.
Oh my god, look who it is. It is Heather.
Who is Heather? You are Heather.
Welcome back, Heathers. Happy Monday. So, we want you to come into our Heatherland and we want you to start off your week with magic.
La magique.
If you want to feel more magic, you have to make sure that you take a look at our www.youthsnapped.com and check us out on the old gram, the Instagram at
Heather to Heather.
and also at our Snapchat at
Heather to Heather.
if you want to see more. But for today, we're going to take a trip down Fearful Lane. So we're going to talk about what makes us afraid and where fear comes from, and if we can look back into our childhood, or also known as last summer, what made us the most fearful, and we can maybe talk about after how we conquer those fears.
Sure.
Can you think about a little bit of a fraidy cat moment in your life?
Fraidy cat moment. I think I was a shy little boy. So surprising, right?
Actually.
Once upon a Heather, little Heather boy was afraid to go and ask for his own things. I don't know, like in general, I just didn't want to go and talk to people like if I was in a store. Strangers.
Oh.
Stranger
danger. Stop. Shout no like you mean it. Shout no and run away. It was this dance.
Oh my god.
A dance and a sing-along song about stranger danger, and there was this really weird tall cartoon character that looked kind of like a cross between a bird and a man, and he would be like stranger danger, and there was this song and you had to say no and run away unless he's really good looking, right? Then it's yes and here's my number. What were things like trivial things, like when you were a little Heather?
Scared of like heights.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like
Still
big
am.
diving board?
Ooh, things like spiders,
Yeah, no, they're gross.
snakes,
Snake, like actually when I see
centipedes,
anything with like
creepy crawly.
with Santa arms, anything with Santa in it, like when
Any
you have
Santa.
Santas, any sort of long Santas, like little fingerly things that creepy crawly, you can see them move. Oh. And then the slitheriness of a snake and how it moves in the grass, I actually feel like I'm gonna puke like when I think of it.
What are you afraid
It's
of?
like a hot dog. Me. I know you're already laughing because you already know what I'm gonna say. It involves water and slides. One silver dollar is just gonna like come down. Okay, so when I was a little girl, I'll tell this story really quick. My dad took me to Disneyland and he was all like, "You're 5, let's go to Disneyland. Let's go on Space Mountain." And I'm like, "I'm 5. Okay, like usually let's start with the teacups, Dad. No, let's go straight to the Space Mountain." So there I am, like barely enough to be this high, you know, to ride the ride. Now I'm tall enough to ride all the rides. Just the tip. Just the tippy tip. Anyway. Anyway. And then.
It's all about height.
It's all about, yeah, why do you have to be so high to ride anything?
It's a safety? I don't know.
Fly right
so
out
that
of
you
there?
can fit in the strap.
I'm gonna wear a
properly.
t-shirt. Must be this tall to ride this ride. All these little things are gonna come running at me.
This tall. Then how tall?
Like,
This
at least.
this tall?
No, for
this
me,
tall?
like,
this tall?
No, like,
This tall.
this
So it's a hat.
tall. No,
So
it's
it's
gonna
a
be
hat.
at least 6'1", or
So
else
it's,
there ain't no
actually,
ride.
it's actually a
It's
hat.
actually a hat.
It says must be. It's actually a
Must
really
be,
tall hat.
Actually, I wear a hat with an extender on it, like
Yes.
a ruler. I'm like, must be this tall to ride this ride. Can you
But it's like a
imagine?
big. It's like a sign.
It's a sign.
Huge sign.
And I wear it every day,
Yeah.
so people know,
Like-
God,
Yeah.
that, you know, Darwinian theory must be this tall. to ride this ride.
Darwinian. Why?
I don't know.
Why is Darwin being involved?
Darwin is involved because the survival of the fittest species says that people who are tall and dark are absolutely tan.
Okay.
Oh, so Space Mountain, my dad took me on this ride and you had to be this tall and somehow I got on it. And I went on it and all I remember was it being dark, which I didn't like at 5 years old without a nightlight. There were stars, it wasn't enough light, and C-3PO and that little other robot that runs around. What's his name?
R2D2.
Go,
R2D2.
It goes.
I'm sorry, it doesn't what? Okay, there it is.
When it like flies around, and the other thing I like when it gets is that thing that goes and puts it in the aircraft, and it like grabs his big dome hand and puts it in. I pee my pants laughing. It's like my favorite part of the movie. I don't know. You need to stop. Anyway, so after this ride that I went on, I said, Dad, no more. I cried the whole way through. I was at Disneyland at 5 years old. I didn't go on any more rides. Okay, he heartbreak me for the whole experience of Disneyland. And then I went on the Dumbo ride once and the teacups, and after that, that was it. I didn't do another ride until I was 15 years old because he had destroyed the idea of rides for me. My dad did. Sorry, Dad, love you. Then I would go to the water slides after the experience, and so any sort of ride freaked me out. So it took me, I would say, in the vicinity of 5 years from warming up over the years, not just a day, but years of doing the kiddie slides, which was only 2. Then the next year we went back to the same water slide kind of camping ground. I did the red ones. Mastered the red ones that year. Then I went to the green ones, and I only did the slow green ones. And then finally I did ones that had tubes and you actually went in the dark. And then I mastered them probably in the 5th year.
You mastered the dark tube in the 5th year.
I took a good tubing in the 5th year. It's the impact of the finger. It was dark and long. And
You filled that dark tube.
The tube had me. The tube got me. The big T.
The tube had you at dark.
The tube had me at 10.
10.
Anyway, so then this last summer, Heather J is like, let's go to the water slides. As soon as I heard it, I got a little nervous. I'm not.
Feel your loins up in here.
Right here. And then we got in the car and I was driving and we were talking about Spanish and other things, and I was like, okay, just keep talking about Spanish. Don't think about the water slides. And then we got in and I got a little bit more nervous, and then I had to stop. We put our stuff on the grass and I had to scan and take it all in. Like I had to take in
Did you?
what was coming at me, and then I kind of got nervous, and then Heather J was like, let's just do the small ones. Like, okay. And we went into the small ones, and we did that like for an hour. And then I had to step back and have a rest and look again at the water slides. And then we went on the raft one. I said, do not turn me backwards or I'll kill you. Fine, we didn't go backwards. He's like, let's do it again. Okay. Then we ended up going backwards. He's like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I was like, ah, screaming the whole way down. And then there's another one where you go in a raft in a tube. And so we go up to the top of the tube, and we're sitting there, and I'm getting stressed. Like, I can feel anxious. My heart's going. It's in my throat. We get into the water, and I'm in the back, so I don't want to go first. I don't know what that means. And I get on, and I'm, like, straddling Heather J. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. And he's like, are you kidding me right now? And I said, I don't want to do this. And he's like, are you seriously going to come out with this raft and go past 8-year-old children down to the end and walk past, like, with your head between your legs, and you were too afraid to do it? And I was like, ah! And then we did it, and then I wanted to do it again.
There you go. Face your fears.
You've been baptized by Heathers. But I think next year we're going to have our birthday there.
Our birthday. We're going to have our birthday there.
Yeah, but your birthday is far away from mine, but we're going to have our birthday.
We're going to have our birthday there.
Yeah.
We were born together.
We were from the same womb, but just a couple of years apart. Oh, so what happened is our moms got pregnant and shared one thing, a uterus, and we were in there. And then
They shared one thing.
And I decided to
One
come
thing
out
only.
first, and you had to permeate a little bit more. Is permeate what I mean? Ferment.
Incubate.
Incubate.
Ferment.
Ferment, like rot. You had to rot a little bit to get, you know. Yeah, this is what happens.
Boys are basically just rotten girls.
They are.
That's how it's
We even have a
described.
dangler to see what rotted. Your skin rotted into your dangler.
It rotted out.
It rotted out. It just erosion. It's called fermented erosion of the skin, of the dermis, if
The
you will.
dermis. The physics.
The physics of it all. The gravitational pull of the dermis. So, what we're saying as Heathers after all of that is you gotta face your fears.
Face your fears.
Is there something in my teeth? Okay, so Heathers, we would like you to be fearless and press subscribe. And we'd also like you to be fearless and maybe one time a week do something that you wouldn't normally do. And be more adventurous in life, because it's usually in that moment where you push past the no barrier into the I'm gonna do this and saying yes to life, where you grow and where you actually find new things about yourself in this world and what it has to offer, right? Because if you stay in the comfort zone of mediocrity, it ain't gonna happen.
No.
You're gonna be the status quo every day.
Yeah. Being average, no fun. Being normal, boring.
I hate
Get
that.
out there. Sure, you're weird. Everyone's a bit weird. They're just hiding it.
I know. I like my weird where everyone can see it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, there she is. There she is. This is why it works. The Heathers works.
The Heathers.
Well, Heathers, thank you for stopping by. Put your fear out there. Cut down those emotions that are barricading you from doing what you want to do. You have one life to live and you have to just get out there and spread your passion everywhere.
Spread your passion, spread your wings, spread your legs.
I knew that was coming.
And spread it all.
Spread it all like Nutella.
Chocolatey goodness.
On your epidermis.
On
Let me see. Oh, there she is. There she is. Heathers, from us to you.
Can't. Who is this person?
I don't know.
Chocolatey goodness
Chocolatey
on your
goodness
epidermis.
On your dermis.
On your big D.
On your
epid.
On your epid. On your fermented D. Because boys ferment and girls grow.
Right.
That's what we learned today, kids. Science with the Heathers. It's not only how to live your life, but it's science too. It's called Science Light.
Science minus the facts.
It's science with a dose of magic
Yeah.
and whimsy. You are whimsical.
Thank you.
Absolutely. But I'm magical.
Okay.
You get whimsy, I get magic. But together, we're wagical. It sounds like magical. I think it's coming. Magical's coming. We're magical. Oh my god. All right, Heathers. Have a fabulous week. Be you. Get out there and do what you need to do for you. Don't care about what anyone says because they're just holding their weird in. Get your weird out and get your weird on.
Bye.
Bye. I too. It's the one that I.
Oh my god.
Well, Heathers, that's what happens when you Nutella your dermis.